Hello, I am Kylie Woods, and I'm the founder and executive director of Chic Geek. In the average lifetime, each one of us will work for 90,360 hours. That's a lot of hours. Technology is driving a shift in how we work, and for the first time, we have the power to shape what our work looks like. I believe it's time for us to start shaping our work instead of letting our work shape who we are and how we live our lives. With Chic Geek, I've taken a non-traditional approach to work. I'm going to share that journey with you, along with 2 trends disrupting the future of work and how you can leverage them to redesign your own work life. As the executive director of a nonprofit, I lead a team of 42 amazing volunteers. And together we host 25 events a year, curating content, people, and companies to build a supportive community where tech-enabled women advance their careers. I work from home, co-working spaces, coffee shops, and I have the flexibility to work and travel at the same time. We are living in the 4th industrial revolution. One of the biggest changes we are seeing is automation. Advances in automation are reshaping jobs, reducing repetitive and physical tasks to be done by machines. But what does this mean? Yes, some jobs will be lost, but many more will be created. Because of this shift in technology, a growth mindset is an essential skill in today's workforce. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, someone with a growth mindset believes we're not born with a set intelligence, but rather we can grow and expand our abilities through dedication and hard work. Technology adoption requires a growth mindset. Using technology isn't something we're born knowing how to do, but through effort and persistence, it is something we can all learn. If we apply a growth mindset to learning new technologies, it doesn't matter how many jobs are lost in the technology automation shift, because we'll be able to keep up with the new ones that are created. Instead of doing those repetitive tasks ourselves, we ensure that we're the ones guiding the machines to do it for us. You can also apply a growth mindset to designing your work. When I started Chic Geek, it was a project on the side of my desk. I was working full-time in marketing, communications, and design. I was having dinner with my now husband, and we were talking about what the future holds for us. Marriage, family, kids, work, life, how all of those things fit together. And I was having a really hard time imagining the career track that I was currently on also supporting the home and family life I imagined for myself. So here's where the growth mindset comes into play, and I started to get creative. I took a hard look at what was most important to me in my work, and 2 things emerged as key components to a happy work life: freedom and autonomy. I imagined a no-commute workday where you're not driving on the Deerfoot for 45 minutes, where I could wake up, make a cup of coffee, crack open my laptop, and work in my pajamas. I imagined carving out a 4-day work week for myself, if I chose to. And this was the moment when things changed for me. I stopped seeing Chic Geek as a project on the side of my desk and started seeing it as a viable career option where I could build those things for myself. This part of the story is meant to remind you that the future of work starts with you. It's not driven by technology, but rather supported by it. It starts with your vision, your imagination of what work can be. The second major shift we're seeing in the future of work is around work models. We're moving towards a gig economy, where temporary positions are common and companies contract independent workers for project-based engagements. It's predicted that in 2 years from now, 40% of the workforce will be independent contractors. When I quit my job to dedicate more time to Chic Geek, I dove into the gig economy, freelancing as a web designer. I worked at Chic Geek for free for a year, giving 80% of my work time to build the organization to a place where we could hire a staff member. The other 20% of my work time was allocated to paid freelance projects to help me pay the bills. So the gig economy let me work one day out of my 5-day work week for paid work and spend 4 days volunteering. It was a difficult journey, but it was worth it. And today, I get to wake up and do what I love on my terms, pajamas included. The shift towards a gig economy creates flexibility and opportunity. This new model enables you to build the life and career you imagine for yourself. So we've explored 2 key trends in the future of work, automation and the gig economy. But what does it mean for you? If you're ready to start shaping your work instead of letting it shape you, here are 3 questions I challenge you to explore tonight. 1, imagine the work life you want for yourself. If you can imagine it, you can create it, but it starts with you. So what does a happy work life look like for you? 2, adopt a growth mindset, especially when it comes to learning new technologies. So what's one thing you can do tomorrow to flex your growth mindset? And 3, how can you leverage the gig economy to help you achieve the work life you want? I want to share one last story with you. I'd like to introduce you to my mom. Her name is Joanne, and she's a retired social worker whose 27-year career has spanned pediatrics to geriatrics at the Saskatoon Health Region. She lives in Saskatoon, but she's in Calgary almost every month because she helps take care of my grandparents. She's recently started working for a tech startup where she counsels people online. She can work from wherever she wants as long as she has her computer and a good internet connection. She's learning new technologies, taking training, and redesigning her career and her future. I'm so proud of her because at 59, she's proof that it's never too late to start.